I think you guys are really going to like this one. Let's go. Out of all the gates I've used so far, by far this is probably the easiest one to set up. You don't actually have to really think about too much, and I'll just show you what I'm talking about with this vocal. I'm going to turn off all the effects here, so it's going to be as dry as possible on this plugin here. So you're aware as well, some of the other plugins here, I've got Nectar, and I've also got Neutron Soothe, which is getting a bit of the sibilance, Oxford Inflator, TubeTech, and then the Smart De-esser, which I'll show you in just a minute. First off, the Smart Gate. So the reason why I want to show you this is because I really like how easy and simplified they kind of make it. There are some under the hood stuff that you can use as well, and you can use it for ducking if you want to use it like that. But we're going to use it for the vocal and use it like a gate. So let's play this vocal, have a listen to the beat.
Hold up, slow it down, this life full of hope. Told you he made it when my life slip and slope. We battle, he raided my heart, now I'm home. These ashes we laid off, the devil done and gone. Hey, 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 hey.
Alright, so the point of the gate is to take away or add, I guess, the silences where they're meant to be, and take away the noise that's not meant to be there. So let's solo that vocal and just check it out on its own and see how this is kind of working and kind of work around how it works as well, this plugin. So bypass first.
Hold up, slow it down, this life full of hope. Told you he made it when my life slip and slope. We battle, he raided my heart, now I'm home. These ashes we laid off, the devil done and gone.
Alright, play it with it.
Hold up, slow it down, this life full of hope. Told you he made it when my life slip and slope. We battle, he raided my heart, now I'm home. These ashes we laid off, the devil done and gone.
Now you can kind of hear it. I don't know if you can really make it out too much, but the point of the gate is to add sections where it's supposed to be silent. So especially with the rap vocal, I mean, you don't always want it. You don't always want the breaths and stuff like that, like the breathing and just the different things that are going on in the background. For example, headphone bleed and things like that. Sometimes just having a gate makes your vocal cleaner, and that's what this is achieving. So the way that you use it basically is, you know, you can use it for multiple different things. It could be on a live drum kit or bass or whatever you want to have it on within this list, and other things as well, obviously. But this list, I'm using vocal setting. I'm going to reanalyze it to show you how it works from scratch. So first of all, you hit the plugin, you press the analyze button, and then it will look for the vocals.
Hold up, slow it down, this life full of hope. Told you he made it when my life slip and slope. We battle, he raided my heart, now I'm home. These ashes we laid off, the devil done and gone.
So that's that. It is literally that easy to set up. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, there's not other plugins that are out there that you can use to do this kind of thing. And there definitely is other plugins out there that do the same kind of thing. But this one is definitely one of the ones where I'm just literally pressing one button and now not moving on. You know, it's that easy. The only thing I could suggest that could be done a little bit more effectively is if there was a tempo sync to your track. Now, if that's the only thing that I'm, you know, griping about on this plugin, that's pretty good. But basically, to me, this thing is massively good. It's doing all the things I want to. You can actually control the vocal, you know, for example, I guess the way that the EQ curve is working on it. So if I wanted to take out or increase some of these, it's got 3 bands of, you know, EQ essentially, and it can control the impact of how much the gate works as well. So this is just basically a control of the threshold. You know, you can leave it undone if you want, or go to 100% or whatever you want to do. But this is really, to me, that's fantastic that you can do that. This section here controls the processing impact. So let's have a listen.
Hold up, slow it down, this life full of hope. Told you he made it when my life slip and slope. We battle, he raided my heart, now I'm home. These ashes we laid off, the devil done and gone.
So that's just how much impact that's affecting. So the global processing of that. And again, just bypass and reset if you need to. You can set this if you needed to in mid, side, or mono. So you've got the mids if it was on a stereo file. And again, you can side chain sections to this if you needed to, you know, for example, duck a kick, or I don't know, whatever you want to use it for. You can use it in ducking mode. So even better, it's not just a gate. It works like side chain. If you want to duck something out of the way using this, you know, plugin here, you can set your input and then control this gate that way as well in ducking mode. But to be honest, this thing is just magical. The way, I guess, how quickly it works and how efficient it is in that regard. The other thing as well, it is a little bit CPU hungry, so just bear that in mind. My CPU is the older Intel style, so if you're on an M1 or M3 or whatever it is up to now, I'm sure you're going to work just fine with that. But this is the first plugin. So that is one of my favorites as far as gates recently. Again, lots of other settings you could just mess around with, but download it, check it out for yourself. I don't want to go through too much of it. So next one is the de-esser. So let's have a listen to this de-esser. Again, my plugin chain already has Soothe on it, so I'm using this similar to a de-esser. I'm removing the sibilants that way as well. And I'm also using a few other plugins inside a Nectar with a de-esser on it. So if I was to exclude those two, which I might just do now, because I like to stage things. Like I'll stage each individual thing with multiple plugins. For example, 2 compressors, 2 de-essers, whatever I need, just to make the job easier and more efficient on the plugins, because you don't want to have everything all in one plugin doing all the work. It just doesn't make sense, especially if your plugin, your CPU can handle the plugin. So let's have a listen to that without that de-esser and try this de-esser here. So reanalyze, again, analyze, let's go.
Hold up, slow it down, this life full of hope. Told you he made it when my life slipped and slope. With battle, he raided my heart, now I'm home. These ashes we laid off, the devil done and gone.
All right, so what this plugin is doing, it's removing sibilants and plosives. It's removing those out and it's allowing it to be more natural, I guess. The way I would control this is the amount of gain reduction here. That's kind of important because you don't want it to sound like it's not natural. The alternative to that is if you want to mix, you can use this wet and dry dial here, so parallel or all the way or some, and that controls that. The other part you have here is fast. So if you want the processing to be fast, medium, or mid, not mid as in bad, mid as in medium, I guess, and or slow. So those are the 3 settings you've got control over here. For sibilants, you can have how much you want or how little. So let's have a listen to this and control these dials here.
Hold up, slow it down, this life full of hope. Told you he made it when my life slipped and slope. With battle, he raided my heart, now I'm home. These ashes we laid off, the devil done and gone.
So to me, about 87 sounds about right for this particular vocal. It wasn't recorded in the best room either, so hey, that's working for me. So that's the color range, and then we've got the choose how much effect of that you have. So how strongly the sibilance is spectrally shaped towards a selected color. Next thing here is for the plosives. So you've got plosives. You can choose again how much you want to suppress and the shaping. So I'm not going to go, into too much more of that. Again, it has more controls up here. You can download this. Again, check it out for yourself. They have the download on their website, so you're definitely welcome to check this out. But you can control this by the band. So if you want to select a frequency area of where you want this to be controlled, you can make that more narrow or more wide, however you desire, and you can listen to the range there. So if you want to just hear the sibilance range, or you can listen to the plosives and just hear that, and the signal difference. So if you want to just hear what it's actually taking out, that's that there. So, all in all, this plugin is massively effective for the short amount of time that it takes to set it up. In all honesty, again, it's not too much to a de-esser generally. I'm super stoked by these 2 plugins. I think that as far as Sonible themselves, they're doing a great job. And as far as the CPU usage, that's the only thing I could gripe about really in general about these 2 plugins. They take a substantial amount of CPU. It's not too bad, but it's definitely something that you should check out for yourself. Try it on your system, see if it's working for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully these 2 plugins will help you out. And if there's any questions or comments down below about this, let me know in the comments what you think. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
I heard you make the ugly beautiful. I'm at the altar with an ashtray. Hey, hey.